Sheesh. Twice now, Isaac. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, everybody. Hi, Isaac. Hi, Facetious. Hi, Hawk. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Synth. Hi, Void. Hi, Hydra. Yeah, you got it, buddy. You did it. You made it. Thank you for the sub, Synth, for 3 months. You absolutely would. I mean, I would. Wait, what would I would? Go early? Live? Early? What the? Hello? Oh! Thank you. Thank you, Jai. Starting off early. Oh shit, you gave... What the hell? That's either incredibly lucky or targeted, because you managed to get Adam Learns Live, Beegs, and Grizhu all in one gifted 5. All 3 of those are streamers. Fellow game dev streamers. But thank you for the 5 gifted. How you doing? 50 subs in total. Damn, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Wait, is this thing working? Is phone working? Hello? Jai? Hello? I think you hung up on me. Okay, well, yeah, I come on your account to be instant in your life. Hell yeah. Welcome, Sasha. Oh, there you are. Hi, how you doing? I think connection cut out a bit there. You alright? Yeah, that was quick. I've only been live for 2 minutes already. Dropping 5 subs. What's the occasion? What did I do? Hey, Lawrence. Hi, Opal. Hello, Red Panda. What's game code? Game code coming soon when I open lobby. I mean, I can open it now as long as you have the update. I haven't added anything new. I have updated it, so you shouldn't have the Twitch thing overlaying your inventory anymore. That should be fixed. Probably. Maybe. I didn't really test it, but it should be fixed. I can't even hatch the egg today. How could you? Well, it's still got 2 hours left, so I can hatch it for you. But I feel like you'll probably want to hatch it yourself. So you're just gonna have to wait until next stream or something. But yeah. Anywho, thank you for the 5 subs and cheers. Anyway, hey boys, how you doing? Yeah, I'm a bit early today. I thought I just got bored. I like to keep people on their toes, you know. Makes the achievement of getting first more impressive. Because then you can't just camp out and wait for 6 p.m. So yeah. How do you join, Finn? You download the game, and then you put in the code, and then you join. And if you want the game, !game to get the link to it. Or just look it up on Steam. It's called Byte World. And yeah, easy. It didn't auto-update? No. If it doesn't auto-update, well, type !update, and it'll tell you how to force update it. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit annoying. It's not very consistent when it does and doesn't. But normally it updates pretty quickly. But sometimes it can be a bit slow. Hi, Hyper. How you doing? Yeah, Lawrence and Harvey Marin currently. Horkoma and Jai on the list. Very nice. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, today I'm going to be doing some development. I know I said I would do less development on stream, but I mean, seeing as I'm making my VR thing, I mean, I might as well, you know, use the time efficiently. So we're going to be doing some development, and it's mostly going to be level design. I'm going to need some like feedback on this one. Because I'm not great at level design, I'll be honest. And like right now, it just like it looks shit. It does look shit, but it looks good enough that I can get my vision across or what I want for it. So then hopefully you guys can help push me in the right direction, tell me what's wrong with it, because I can't tell. I'm just so bad at it. See ya, Fox. Still the demo or the full version? Huh? Wait, what? There is no full unless you're talking about Tank Team has a full version. It's not Tank Team. No, it's the demo. Buy world demo. Buy world demo. I think the full version just links to the demo anyway. There isn't a full version yet. I'm not sure if there ever will be, because then that enables reviews, and like I don't want this game to be reviewed. That would be a stain on my game dev career. But anywho. By the way, there is a new. Oh, you can go that way, or you can go the old way. Just for just in case you're struggling. But yeah, I'm on the parkour course. Honestly, I don't know which way is easier. Honestly, probably that way is easier, but don't tell him that. Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely harder. Anyway. Back to Sly Island. I mean, I could join you, but I need a screen share. And that's I don't want to ruin your paradise. So I'm gonna have to go my own way, my own separate way. Probably back to base 1. So yeah, let's do that. Also I fixed the collision problem as well. When you turned off collisions, it wouldn't work. It turns out I was still using my old system for collisions. So that should be fixed now and synchronized across everyone. Probably, maybe. Didn't actually test it, but I just assume it works because I'm amazing like that. But yeah. Hey Dharma. I can hide in my bushes. Yeah, you should be able to. I still need to make it so it turns off collisions by default for things like bushes and grass, because like there is a button I can change. I just haven't got around to it. Honestly, I'm kind of neglecting Byte World a bit since the whole VR thing, and like the VR thing I think is going to work because that one experimental TikTok I uploaded, the one that I said if this gets more than the 13K missile one, I'll do VR. It's at 45K now. Which is sort of getting back onto par with the views I used to get. So like it's definitely an indication that it works at least. I don't get it another season. Yeah. If you weren't here for it, I've come to the realization that I'm just somebody that will start a million seasons, and me trying to deny that fact is just trying to deny a part of myself. I'm just somebody who can't sit still with a project, and I don't think I'll ever be able to. What number is it now? I don't know. 47, maybe 48. I lose track. How did I die? Skill issue, probably. It says it's not responding. Well, that's not good. I mean, it is working because otherwise, Hydra wouldn't have been able to join. So, like, I don't know. Maybe turn down render distance? Maybe? I'm happy. I like the VR streams. Yeah, me too. I can show you what I'm currently working on. Well, that's what we're doing in the stream. I'll show you what I've been doing. I'm going to give you guys the... normally, I would sort of keep this a secret and then unveil it on usually my anniversary. But like, I can't wait for my anniversary. That's in February. That's like a month from now. I ain't got time to wait. So, yeah, this is what I'm working on at the moment. I'm kind of leaning into a few different sort of themes here. First of all, Findustries. That sounds like a company, right? So if I'm going to be making a VR app, it should probably be like company related, maybe factory related, industry related, it should be like a company where we make things or do things, right? Because that feels like, Findustries would entail that. So I'm going with a sort of factory setting. And then I thought maybe I'd try steampunky aesthetic. Only issue is, and this is where I need your guys' help, because right now I think this looks like shit. It's so brown. There's too much brown. You know. Also, actually, wait. I might have to turn off post processing because I realize this has post processing, but then Byteworld has post processing on top of that, so it's like doubling up the contrast, which not great. So I'm gonna have to desaturate everything a bit. Oh, look, this is what Byteworld looks like. This is it with Instagram filters. You see the difference. But now at least this screen share is accurate. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, limiting your frame rate. If actually, wait, did I even add that setting? Season 2. Maybe this could be season X, season A. We could start a new thing. Looks lifeless. Yeah, exactly. So like, the sort of like the features are correct. So like, left chat, right chat, these pipes down here, the pipes up top, those need to be in here. They're like part of the gameplay. But yeah, just getting the color scheme, because like, I like steampunk, but I'm just not very good at designing good-looking steampunk, and steampunk just by nature is quite brown and dreary. So I tried to add a bit of like color to it with some like vines and shit. Oh, you turned off collisions on your island. Yeah, that'll happen. It just looks a bit dreary, a bit shit. Although something I do quite like is I'm planning ahead with TikTok in mind, so I've made it and designed it to be. Actually, let's go phone. Full screen. Yeah, full screen. I've kind of designed it to be. Oh shit! Now I've lost it. Based on the TikTok, so you see, I've kind of like centered everything. So this is a TikTok. This is what it'll capture, or be displayed. So like, it's got the pipes in it. It's got the whole Findustries Incorporated. Like, it's all like lined up nicely. So I quite like that. So that's something I have to keep in mind, is keeping all the action in this middle bit. Then we got optional stuff like, hey, excuse me, thank you. Got these like optional chat things that we don't really need to see, but I can like pan over to them if need be. I think this is season 10. No, we're way beyond season 10. 100% we're beyond season 10. I'd say we're like somewhere in the season 13 to 16 range. Are the skins free? Yeah, everything, all the cosmetics are free. And I'll be transferring over the bytes over to this world. But so okay, more so, let's just go over the concept, right, of what I'll be doing on this stream. So I still needed something for you guys to do. Oh my god, you guys, stop fighting. Hey, I see you. Don't make me have to split. I will. Okay, good. So the concept, I need to give you guys something to do. So right now, you guys in Byte, what are doing? Fishing, lumberjacking, whatever. That's the concept currently. But in this, it would be a bit different. So instead of, you can just choose whatever color you want. And instead of having guilds, there's going to be 10 distinct colors: brown, pink, orange, red, blue, green, yellow, purple, black, and white. Those are the 10 colors you can choose from. And your color is your guild. So instead of making your own guild, you're grouped by your color. Kind of tying into the whole Bytes are racist idea. Mm-hmm. Are you integrating multiplayer? Yeah, so it's basically just going back to the island. Yes. You can be the blacks if you want. You can be whatever color you want. Out of those 10. And the idea is these pipes at the top, right, will drop down items of different values, like every now and then, and also based on like Twitch events. So a follow will spawn in like maybe a special type of object. They're just literally just random objects. I can add as many as I want. Just random objects. I don't know, maybe yeah, they are. I can't. I'm just gonna let them fight. Get out of their system. If there's a gifted sub, it drops down little presents, things like that. So like, things just come shitting out these pipes onto the table here, and like your main objective is just to take items from the middle and put them in your team's tube. Right? That's the core concept. Hey Denise, how you doing? We're just doing some reevaluating. So yeah, your guys' job, like the thing that you passively do, is just you pick up items that fall down and you place them in your thing. There's not much skill, but like there is a little bit because not all the items are worth the same thing. So you're gonna want to prioritize. You're gonna have to memorize which things are like more valuable than others. Go for those. Try and put them in your team's tube. Also remembering where your team's tube is. I was maybe thinking like a sorting system as well. So instead of per color, it's like, I don't know, bits go in this one, gifts go in this one, and if you get it right, then you get the point. Otherwise, it just respawns it. It's like then that way you have to like, there is a bit of thought. So it's one or the other. Right now it's just colored, but I was thinking maybe sorting like that. That could be your factory job. I'll be looking because I need to make dinner. Understandable. I had breakfast like half an hour ago, so I am so out of whack when it comes to a routine. Okay, you guys have been using your sticks a lot. Beat the shit out of the red guy. You're standing in front of the monitor. Anyone that stands in front of the monitor, I need you to beat the shit out of them. I had a first aid course today for my work, so I've been awake for a little. I see. I think it's good to like know first aid. I learned it in scouts, explorer scouts and shit. So it's always a useful skill to have. Okay, I saw that grave. Anywho, yeah. So that's what you guys do, right? That's your job. You don't have to do it. You can just run around and fuck about. And some of the items as well are going to be things like bombs. So you might not even want to like sort them. You might just want to use them, like pick up the bomb and I don't know, throw it at someone, or a car. You know, if I ever get around to adding a car, you can use it instead of just sorting it. But you get points if you sort it. And then the whole point system back here in this little like square, I haven't quite got around to it yet, but would be each team's like a bar with each team's points, and obviously like the team with the most points would have the biggest bar, and smallest has the least, and things like that. So you can keep track of it here. Don't know what the benefit would be to having the most points. I'd have to think of something. Some benefit to being the team or the color with the highest points. But yeah, I don't know. I like the division that guilds, or in this case colors, brings. Could they be bigger bites in the next stream? That doesn't provide much benefit. It does obviously looks cool if you're bigger, but like, I want to give them like some tangible like benefit. Maybe not like in the whole sorting thing, because then they might get OP. The person with the most, or team with the most points gets a buff that then makes them able to get even more points. Might be a bit broken, but things like, I don't know, they have access to a timeout command, so they can time out whoever they want, or they can, I don't know, do whatever. And also I want to somehow integrate Twitch chat with the guys in the game as well. So maybe Twitch chat could spawn in things to give to the guys. So that's what you guys are doing. And obviously then we also got what is the VR? The VR is the VR. We got oh yeah, and also so we've got colors to separate the network players, but we also got left chat, right chat. So left chat would be anyone whose name or username starts with A to M, and then right chat would be anyone from N to Z. So like that would also create some division, and obviously do things like, I don't know, mini games where left chat fights right chat, things like that. Yeah, Bot Industries versus Industries 2, Electric Boogaloo. So that's yeah, and then obviously do like mini games in the middle, and then yeah, so that's left chat, right chat, and then what I would be doing is these things here. You see these little plate looking things. This is input, this is output, and basically what happens is there'll be a channel point redeem that's just called request, and in that request you can put whatever you want. You can put a new feature to add, something to happen in the game, I don't know, just it could literally just be asking me a question. And then when you do that, a little pneumatic message thing pops up out here, you know, kaplunk. And then I pick it up, I open it, and if it's like a request, then I have these like 2 stamps, kind of like back in season 1, where I had to like check things off and like accept or decline them. You can't. It's just for show. It's you're robots. You don't have mouths, so you know. Yeah, sorry, buddy. And then I either accept and decline, and then put it in the output, and then it gets triggered or saved as feedback or whatever it may be. And like that's gonna use ChatGPT to trigger things. So basically, I'm gonna set up a whole like big old request thing that has things like, okay, here's a list of things that can happen. This is the request. Choose the thing from this list that most fits this request. So if somebody said, kill all the players in the game, if that was their request and I approved it and then put it in, ChatGPT would get a thing and the request would be, kill all the players in the game, and it would look at the list of things that are possible to do that I would create, and one of them could be kill player, and then you have to enter the name, and then ChatGPT would choose that one and then just put, I don't know, all or something. It's like it controls things without me having to do anything. I just accept or decline, and that'll be my job. We'll just be going through requests, and then obviously some things are just feedback or like new things to add, and that'll be it. And then sometimes you get crazy requests that do crazy things. That'll be where the content comes from. It just obviously relies on me adding more things. You could if you want. And yeah, that's the concept. But yeah, it's just a bit too brown. You know, so I'm not sure if the steampunk aesthetic's gonna work. I'll press play just so you can see, because the gears and things move. And obviously I'll be just in the middle there. But yeah, it's a decent amount of progress from the last time I showed off, which was literally just bare bones. Just a cube in the middle of my model. So I've been working hard, boys. I've been working hard. I cannot, because I'm not doing Byteworld anymore. I've moved on from Byteworld. I've accepted who I am as someone who just can't commit to projects. So, but maybe that'd just be my thing. It's just doing shitloads of projects. And ascending, I also cannot help you with that. There is no function to make you guys ascend. I can ascend, but you guys can't. Pretty sure it's a skill issue. Anyway, there we go. And look, I haven't even tested this. I've been just coding the player, but look, rotation's working. Hell yeah. With it. I mean, only because you asked so nicely. There you go. Was that good? No. You want it? No. They're dead. Okay. There you go. You're welcome. Anywho. Go and make dinner. So I'll be back in the street. Bye, Dharma. So yeah, what do you guys think? I need as people with an artistic eye. What is wrong with the scene? How could it be improved, or should I just try a completely different like style? Because I kind of like the gears just turning. That's quite a nice sort of background thing. I also thought maybe, yeah, I knew someone would say that. I knew somebody would say that. Second it left my mouth. I also thought about just blurring the background, so like the front foreground is more in focus, but then I don't know. There's these weird like fucking white outlines, which I don't really like. So yeah, like you can still read the chat, but like it puts more focus on the guy, which is me. Like where is? There's me. Oh. Yeah, why does it just like flash white? I don't like that. But like, look how nice and like in focus it is, you know? Like, it puts all the focus, especially if you like go for the video view, like it puts a lot more emphasis on me, these pipes and like the things down here, and then the background, which isn't important, is just blurred out, which I kind of like that. But it focuses the eye, you know, so you don't get distracted by the the other stuff. So that part I do like. Just yeah, I don't like this white outline, which is the reason why I don't have it enabled at the moment. Maybe that's because it's Gaussian blur. I could try bokeh. Oh, bokeh is a bit nicer, but a bit harder to fine tune. You know, could be like that. But then it like grays out parts of me, and I don't know how to make it not do that. Kind of like that. But then there's still just like a bit of a glow around me, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I should have to get rid of that. It's mostly because I have no idea what focal length or aperture means. Or how that's different from focus distance. I just look like I'm glowing. Is that because of like bloom? No, not even. Oh god, look how desaturated it looks. And like, this is what it actually looks like. This is it, just with saturation ramped up. With you in there, I can see it, but without it hurts my eyes. Yeah, well, without me, it just looks like, you know, your eyes are going. But like here, like yeah, the focus is just more on the guys in the front or the bites and stuff, and then me. And then this is obviously up here is where like the text would be for my like caption, so I got to keep this area clear. And down here is usually where like the description and the profile picture and shit, and up the side I guess as well a little bit is, and that kind of like is a no-go zone, which is why I thought it'd be good to have the pipes there because that's not that important. And then all the focus is on the table, which is where you guys will be, and then on me, which is up here. So I think that's quite like a good proportional, I don't know what to call it. There's an art word for it, but like good layout, you know. I like slight blur. Yeah, I like it too. And I think, well, this is not doing any white outlines, so I think this is a better one. The only issue is there's just, how do I make myself not blurred? That's what I want. But I can figure that out. And then but then when you're on stream, on stream it's a little worse because then you can't read chat as easily. But then again, do you guys need to read chat? I mean, I tried to make the text massive. Okay. I tried to make the text massive, so like, you know, it's easier to read, but yeah, what do you think? What do you think? I don't read chat on stream. I look in-game or on Twitch. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter, actually, does it? Nobody reads chat here. The only thing you want to read chat for is to tell if you're left chat or right chat. And I think you can tell that. You can just, you know. And once you know, you don't need to look at it again. So, like. But then, again, the only problem is if I want to get chat input for, like, a video, if I want to show what chat is saying, it would be better to have it like that. But then, because... yeah, I kind of just blend into the background a bit more. Especially because my mask is very brownish coloured and the background is very brownish coloured. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of, like... Okay, first of all, what do you think of the steampunk aesthetic? The blur makes my eyes hurt. I really don't like the blur. Well, shit. See, it'd be good for TikToks, not good for a stream. There's no, like, perfect ground. Or if you blur Findustries and leave the chat off to the side. I don't think you can just blur. I mean, actually, no, I guess you could, but it would look a bit weird. Wait, you booing the steampunk aesthetic? But, you know, I think blur on stream wouldn't be good, but then blur in the TikTok would be. Oh, the fine line. The fine line. It just implies the chat is closer. Oh my god. Okay, why does it make your eyes hurt? Is it... Because looking at that doesn't hurt my eyes. So why are your eyes hurting, Void? Does it just make it feel like you're not wearing your glasses or something? I like the theme. I'm 35. Yes, a lot, really? Wait, is that a thing? Just blurriness makes your eyes hurt? I've never heard of that. Because it's like, films have it as well. Like, films have it all the time where, like, the focus will be at the front and then everything in the background will be blurred. Does that hurt your eyes as well? Because if not, then what do movies do that I don't? Maybe it's because there's too much blur, and in films, it's the subject is a lot closer, so it takes up a lot more of the screen. Mm-hmm. I think I can turn it down. Can I turn it down? Or so is it the flashing text as well? Does that hurt? I don't know why it flashes. It doesn't in the game. Oh god, that's really bad, isn't it? Bro, this is actually what it looks like without glasses. Like when I don't wear my glasses, this is what I see. Oh, and you can get it even worse. I think I'm gonna have to put it like way in the distance, I think. Cause like right now it's about there, but if I just and then just that should make it easier to blur. Just wanna try something. Perspective. So now it's miles away. Does that make it easier, or do I just not understand? But I'm still blurred. Why am I still blurred? Unless I... Okay, so it's just not based on distance at all. Unless it is. Oh, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I don't get how this works. I don't know what any of this means. What if I slightly blur it? Okay. So this too much, right? We can agree that, well. What does aperture mean? I don't know. Oh, are you blocking the screen? Where my hit stick, guys? Where my hit stick? My hit squad. Okay, let's okay. I'm buying it. Let's get even closer, just so you guys can see what it proper looks like. So imagine this is the stream, right? How bad would this be? Is that still too much? Like that's not even that much. That's a slight blur. Okay, so just no blur. Damn it. How can I... There isn't, is there? I was thinking maybe I could try and separate the background and the foreground into two different video streams or some shit. And then I could blur one and the other. But on stream and day, look just normal. But then in editing, I could, blur one channel, not blur the other. But I don't think that's a thing. Is that a thing? I mean, it probably is a thing, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, let's just undo all the changes. Is that fine? Yeah. Okay, so no blur. Then what wrong? What wrong with this scene? How do I make my guy stand out more? I was thinking outlines. That was another thing I've been playing around with. Outlines. Thoughts? Okay. Only downside of this one is yeah, I do admit it does look like the hotel. It's similar but not the same. It does stand out more. It's definitely more stylized. Yeah, I do quite like it. But the only problem is you see the desk here. You shouldn't be able to see the this is what the desk looks like. So then you can like, is it that way? No, not that way. So I can like flip the scene and change stages. So I've added this thing, but then it shows the outline of the fucking thing. So it just looks like a split up thing. Which isn't great, but I think that's because I'm using sections. There's other ways of doing it, like normals, but that's not as clean. depth. I think you can combine them together, but like none of them are as good as Illuminance, which is based on color. But sections is the best. So unless I no, there isn't really a way to fix it unless I like make this model all one piece, and then just this middle bit is the only outlined bit. But that's fine. It's the hotel in my heart. Yeah, it basically is the hotel, but more steampunky. Yeah, because I like this style. It's very well, it's stylized. I like the stylized appearance. Don't think changing that does anything. But yeah, I don't know. What about both? What about outline and blur? Oh god. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Is that because I changed? Okay. But blur, cool. I like blur. Leaf, does this hurt your head? Does blur hurt, or does it hurt your eyes? Like looking at this, does this hurt? No, see? Right? People are saying it hurts their eyes. I can't see it. But brain doing too much. What does that even mean? I haven't heard like a valid reason why it's hurting people's eyes. Just that it is. I think it's just one of those unexplained things, but fine. No freaking blur. You fucking party poopers. No blur. So you like motion blur in games? I don't mind it. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I know. I understand motion blur, because motion and blur, I can see that causing like motion sickness. But like a static background, like that it could just be a PNG. If this was just a PNG but blurred, like there isn't a difference, is there? I don't get what the blur, how that hurts eyes. I don't get it. You guys have weird brains. Or weird eyes. You can't focus on anything. But yeah, but that's the point. It's so you don't focus on the unimportant stuff. It's so you only focus on me and the table. You know? Wait, what? Okay, wait, what about... Okay, this is kind of wild. But what if I did streams like this? Obviously without the text zone bit. But what if it was just focused? Okay, I would be in focus, obviously. I'm not very good at doing that. It's just really hard to fucking get this working. You know, like that. Maybe without the outlines. Maybe with the outlines. Maybe both. No TikTok streams, not again. Well, that's the thing. Also, I want to multi-stream. I do want to stream on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. I see those sheep, Dharma. I know it's you. Why not try and pixelate it? Alright, okay. How about that? Blur outlines and we pixelate it. Alright. Just need to make it point. How's that? I think that's pretty sick. I think the outlines are really fucking with the pixelation. Yeah, there we go. Pixel art thin. Beautiful. See? I think we got I think we got something here, boys. It might be a bit too pixelated. I think dividing by 10 might have been a bit too much. So let's times by 2. Times by 2. You know, like that. That's stylized. Ish. Yeah, I look like a blob. A very handsome blob. So, what combination? We got lots of different options. That's 144p, which, yeah, that is a stylized. There's anything is stylized. If you just, you know, slap a label on it that says stylized, you can get away with murder. I don't know why I'm like doing a jiggy. No idea what's going on with my shoulders there, but I ain't questioning it. Yeah, what do you think? So pixelation, outlines, blurring, TikTok format. What do you think would be a good combo? What do you think would work the best? I'm still. I don't know why. I'm just really. I really like the blurring. Maybe that's just me. Also, I need to turn on I just forgot to do this. You turn on perma chat because I keep forgetting. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah. All right. I think classic season 2 / hotel vibes are the best. Also, what season is this canonically now? I don't know. I said we're somewhere in the like the 13 to 16 range. I've kind of lost track. Wait, what? You on Byworld and VTube at the same time? Yeah. Well, they're separate things, isn't it? And this is only using Mirror localhost, whereas this is using, or Byworld's using Steam, so they don't clash. At least I think they don't. So, but yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out a style. Let's undo that. Maybe you could just do that. Fuck it. That's really stylized. Does that hurt your eyes? That's blurred as shit. That's like mid motion blur. Should we just go with that? Yeah, why not? But yeah, I like this. Okay, maybe not with outlines. But I'm casting one vote for blurred background. And TikTok. Like, who needs the rest of the screen? You know, I could just get rid of the side stuff. And this is what the streams would look like. Is this actually? I also need to zoom in a bit. Wait, I have a thing for this. Wait, I can just press. Actually, no. I'll just do this. And then I could have the chat on the left instead of having it in the background. I could just have it on this black bit. Like, would you guys be too upset if the stream was just in a vertical format? It would just look like a mobile thing, but like, but does that okay? So the question is more, do your eyes hurt? Like looking at that with the rest of the blurriness gone, just now focused into the middle. Does that make your eyes hurt less? I think I'm mostly just asking Void because I'm pretty sure he's the only one whose eyes hurt. Maybe Hawk. Wait, very much so. Is that in regards to it hurting or it's not hurting? Wait, not hurting? From a purely aesthetic view, I think you're still blurred. Yeah, ignore the fact that I've got a bit of blur going on. I'll fix that. It's really hard because I don't know what any of the things mean. Like, do you know what focus distance, or the difference between focus distance, focal length, and aperture is? Because I don't. I'll figure it out, but like, I have no idea what they do. It's not as bad now. Okay, see? Progress. There we go. We can have it all, boys. We can have it all. But then again, at the same time, part of me also does kind of like the outlines. So I could maybe do outlines and no blur. So if I did outlines, I could do outlines with blur. It's just annoying because it removes the outlines at some point, like there. There's no outline there because of the blur. But if I can fix that, then that look pretty sick, right? Because I do like the outlines. Makes things stand out more. Focal distance is how far away it starts to focal, and focal length is the amount of space in focus. Okay, I get that, but then, like, I tried making the background really, like, far away, and, like, changing the things didn't actually, like, change anything. So, like, if I... Oh god, how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to parent this to the camera. To the stream camera. Create a thing. Parent it to that. And scale that up. So we just hold that there. So that you see it like now because I'm scaling like this, it doesn't change. Even if I make it 1,000,000 miles away, it still blurs my character, which I don't get. So I'll show. So now, yeah, it's 1,000,000 miles away. Do this. So focal length. Focal length. Actually, no, we don't. Wait. Focus distance. What if we put that at like 0? Increase the focal length. That does all my. Like it's unless the focal distance is where like the start and the focal length comes forward. I don't get how it works. But like you see, like I'm changing the focus distance right now. It's changing everything. You know? So unless I increase the focal length. But then what does aperture do? That must do something. But now the background's in focus. Oh, that's kind of helping. Aperture? Oh no, that is aperture. Wait. Ugh, this is all too confusing. Have you tried Google? I tried ChatGPT and it didn't give me any. Well, no, it told me kind of what I assume, but then like in practice, I don't know how to do it. Let's ask ChatGPT again. Bum 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 bum. I am using post-processing in Unity and would like to make it so. Oh no. And have a scene where the character is close to the camera, but the background is very far away. Give me some settings for depth of field using bokeh that would make it so that my character is sharp and in focus, but the very far away background is completely blurred. Let's see what they say. The distance between the camera and your character, you can measure this in the scene by searching. Okay. Character's 5 units from the camera, set the focus distance to 5. Yes, boss. Where is the camera? Camera's at pretty much 1, and my character is at about 3. So focus distance of 2. There you go. Ow. Fuck. Wait, check Discord/Twitch. What? What did I miss? Blah, 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 blah. Aperture, the ratio of aperture known as f-stop or f-number, the smaller the value is, the shallower the depth of field. What does that mean? I know those words individually, but together it makes no sense. Using ChatGPT so much that you forgot the documentation exists. Yeah, but I don't understand the documentation. ChatGPT speaks my language. It understands me. Aperture, a smaller value, example 0.1 to 0.5, creates a shallow depth of field, keeping your character in focus and strongly blur in the background. Start with 0.3 and tweak based on the amount of blur you want. So aperture should be a small number. Right now it is currently 14. Okay. Start with 0.3, they say. Progress, but now the front's blurred. We don't want that. Focal length. Adjust this to control the field of view. Longer focal lengths, 50 to 100. Increase the depth of field effect. Good starting point is about 50. And there is no max blur size or kernel size, so that's just bullshit. So focal length. See that it does the front and the back. See, the annoying thing is Gaussian is a lot better because you can set the start and the end. So I just like put the start at, like close to the camera and the end just beyond my person. But then it does this fucking white outline. Unless that's it reduces it if you make it high quality, but and it also doesn't blur as much. So I'm kind of stuck with bokeh. But yeah, it's that fucking white outline. Isn't the outline shader causing that? I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure I had the outline shader off up until recently. Like, it's still there. It's just weird white outline. Not sure what's causing that. Unless it's something to do with, like, alpha processing. Oh, it is to do with alpha processing. Okay. Yeah, I turned on alpha processing to allow me to get like transparent render textures with post processing. But then I guess it adds a white outline to things, so there is a cost. Okay, so I can just keep that off. Okay, fuck yeah, there we go, problem solved. Now I can just do a Gaussian, start at 0, is that how that works? And then end at just beyond my character. Oh, no. End 0, start. There you go, look, you can literally see it, like, go past me. And we can make this pretty big, and it still won't do anything, because the thing is so far in the distance. How far is that thing? Bro, I'm like 300, 400. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's bloody miles away, dude. Cool. Problem solved. We'll just set this to like 15. There you go. How does that look? And if we make it high quality, I don't notice a difference. So no point having that one. Cool. I mean, it's not as blurred as the other one, but like blurred enough. I turn up saturation, add some purple lighting, and you're a full blown YouTuber. Purple lighting, is that what they do nowadays? Is that the strat? Color adjustments. Purple. Is that what they do? Hey Tony. I'm trying to brainstorm with the chat a new style because I'm going back to VR. You know me, I like to flip flop. And I'm trying to come up with a style. And Leaf has suggested making things purple. Everybody does purple and orange. I quite like orange. Not gonna lie. Not that I'm not gonna do it, but like, it makes things look how warm that looks. Yum yum. Nice way to artificially darken things though. Purple one side, orange on the other. Ah, I see. I don't actually have any lights in this scene to try and increase like optimization and like the performance of the headset, because a VR headset is as powerful as an Android phone. I turned off all lighting. All these colors that you see are unlit. The only reason there's shadows is because of screen-based ambient occlusion. Is that what's called? Screen space ambient occlusion. Without that, there's no like depth and things. So it's kind of like fake depth. I think it looks quite nice. And then obviously with outlines, oof, chef's kiss. See, I think that looks quite nice. Am I crazy, or does that look quite nice? Also, when are these things actually being applied? Is this before? What if we make it after post-processing? Okay, after post-processing puts them after post-processing. Who would have guessed? Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. So we're just. I need. Well, Tony, do you have a an artistic eye? An eye for things that look good, and colors and stuff. Because I need assistance. You do? Okay. How do I make this look less terrible? Because like right now, this is what the whole scene looks like. Admittedly, you're probably only going to be able to see this now that I'm going to put left chat, right chat on the black parts. We've kind of established that like I'm going to have sort of a TikTok perspective, even though it's a live stream. I'm going to force it to be like this because apparently this hurts people's eyes. Seeing all this blurriness, bit more focus, it's easier. And then I can just have left chat, right chat on the sides. I obviously not going to just be a black bar. I'll make them look steampunky and nice. I feel like you need to pick between the outlines and the Gaussian. Well, no, okay. No, but can't both. What's wrong with both? Both is good. Is both not good? I like both. Oh wait, but it blurs the outline. Oh, maybe that's not a bad thing. I don't know. But I am seeing. How do you? Can you not drag? Is that not a thing? Okay, well, but you can kind of see the black bits being blurred with this like secondary outline here. Not sure what's causing that, or if I can fix that. Mm-hmm. 3. And then adding shadows, it would probably look nice and more like the hotel. Where you want shadows, but performance, Leaf. You guys are twitching? Yeah, ignore that. I can't keep still. I have to fidget. Am I? Who did it? It's because I've got physics-based hands now, and like all of this is physics-based. So yeah, they kind of glitch out a bit. It's really cool though. I haven't actually got my headset on, so I can't show you right now. But like the physics of because I got this cool new asset for VR, and like the physics are just sick. Like you can pull levers and stuff, push buttons. It's crazy. But yeah, okay. So from an artistic point of view, what's wrong with this scene? Okay, why is the floor looking weird? Oh, right, the floor is no longer the floor because the thing is miles away. 1 sec. Where's the floor? Floor. Okay, what if I just make the floor massive? And then, I gotta drop it down. There you go, floor fixed. What's wrong with this scene? And also, let me just get rid of the rug as well. What's wrong with this? From an art POV. Shadows is a good depth perspective unless you want to achieve Gmod vibes. Well, we got shadows, kind of. Just screen-based. Wait, did I turn them off? No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, they are still there. Don't know why it's looking weird around, like, the corners. Let me mess with the depth of field. Wait, is it the further away? There's no avoiding it, really. Okay, so from a non-shadowy, non-post-processing, blurry outline POV, from purely... Actually, I can just turn off post-processing. From a purely... Oh, that is so desaturated, holy shit. I guess, aesthetics point of view, what's wrong with this scene? What does it need? What doesn't it need? Because I really like the green. I wanted to add some green because otherwise this would all just be brown. So if I get rid of... Oh shit, where's the wall? The wall's here now. If I get rid of the vines, this is what it used to look like. And this does look very steampunky, which is, you know, the design. Let me just move chat out of the way so you can see it properly. Very steampunky, but like I thought it needed some greenery. You know? There's too much brown too. If you want to achieve more steampunk, you need more warm colors. But what like lights? Because like the green I think adds stuff. But like, and like I don't know where I'd add it because like most of the screen is already taken up now. I can't put it over chat. Like I have to keep these blocks. Actually, no, I don't have to keep these box areas. If I'm doing the TikTok stuff, actually, I don't even need to care about anything outside of here, do I? Okay, how do I make this bit look more cool without... Or maybe it's fine as is. Oh, I don't know, dude. I'm just doubting myself. If I have to nitpick, I think the pipes look really weird. At first, I thought they were part of the desk. Oh, at the bottom, the coloured pipes, and the desk was reflective. Plus the pipes being shiny is what... Wait, what pipes are shiny? What? They're not shiny. Those, the things that you see, those little light spots, those are like the bolts. Those are just the bolts. I can get rid of those. Because that's just a texture. Like if I just delete... Well, okay, now it's a bit too bright, but like I could just make it like that, you know? Wait, the white... What, these white lines? I mean, honestly, I don't even know why I have the texture. I don't really need it. But is that better? No, never mind, he left. I guess we'll never know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think he's going because you came bad, Dharma. But yeah, I'm just... I think... Wait, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to, like, fix the composition, I think is what I'm trying to say. But I do quite like... I think the main problem is maybe this bit. If Industries Incorporated. Like, there's nothing above it. Down here, there's going to be, like, multiple colors that represent, like, this. So, like, this place is already spoken for. I just don't know what to put up here. What should I put up here? Why is everyone leaving? Well, I mean, people and lives to live, you know? It is, wait, what day is it? It is a Friday. Most people are either having dinner or getting ready for work or school or all of those combined. One color is like red, orange, and yellow. There's not much of a background shade, aka lighting. It needs to be more rustic than this greenhouse-looking background. Mm-hmm. All right, who's doing it? Yeah. Okay. Good talk. Reds and yellows. How do I add reds and yellows? Wait. I know how. Can't remember what it's called though. Lift? No. Motion blur. Split toning? No. White balance. Yeah, there we go. White balance. I can turn up the temperature. Vroom. Boom. There you go. Red, orange, and yellow. Amazing. Why does this just look like it was set in Mexico now? There you go. Is that perfect? I think that's perfect. Or we can make it cold as well. Maybe just, you know. We could also just make it like slightly warmer. Even more warmer. You know? Because yeah, it does a bit cold. But that warms things up. But then again, I don't want it to be too warm. But then again, maybe I do. Oh, I don't know. It's too hard. Dum 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 dum. That is definitely very much more steampunky, isn't it? But then again, I have to catch people's eye on TikTok. Is this too orange for TikTok. I don't know why, but I just have this like feeling that like this just won't work as well on TikTok. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's too warm. I am arting. To no idea. Oh wait. Mm-hmm. Of course he is. I guess I can't actually tell what this is really going to look like until I put my VR on, because my character isn't going to be this high up either. I think he's a bit lower down and a bit closer, maybe. That's fine. I'm protected here. Alright. If you block the screen, I swear to God, I will murder you. Let's have a gander. Let's have a gander at my other TikToks, because all my other TikToks are quite bright. Like you see, they're all very bright, very colourful. The orange is a bit too, and even just the brown, like the whole steampunk aesthetic is quite desaturated, just like by nature. And I'm not sure if like the bright color palette and like the bold colors that stand out, like there's a lot of blue and yellow and a little bit of red and greens, you know? So maybe steampunk just isn't going to work. So, not to say that, you know, giving up on it immediately, but like, are there any other sort of settings or themes that you think would work quite well in this format? Also, where's the theme? You need some sort of bits, bots, and tools to make an engineer mechanic. Oh yeah. Well, bot wise, I got you sorted, as you can probably guess. Oh, he fell out the stage. It's 5. And we'll make him kinematic. Where is it? There it is. This little goober. So we got the little guys who admittedly don't look as good with an outline because it kind of blurs their details. So maybe outline isn't the way to go. What do you think, with or without outline? But yeah, we do need some steam for a steam place. With or without? With or without? Yeah, I think it's just too yellow now. And it needs to be brighter more than sort of dulled out. But that's the problem with steampunk. So it needs to be a factory setting. That much is the bare minimum. I just need to make it a colourful factory or something. Could do like a rundown factory. Could take out the back wall. Maybe. If I were you, I'd look at references to get a better picture / vibe. Yeah, the ones that I find are all just very steampunk concept art. Oh, it's steampunk interior. They are just all very dull. Like, that's something they all share. Like, you just look over all of this. There's not many that stand out. This at least stands out a bit because of the blue. You know? Oh my god. Oh. Like, that kind of sets it apart, but that's in space. I don't think I'm going to be in space. Maybe I could do like, you know, clock tower in the background, so it's overlooking a city. That way we could have some blue sky. But then I can't have a whole city because that's just gonna kill my frame rate. Oh hey, Leafy back. Hi back, I'm Dad. See, maybe this isn't the way to go. But then, what kind of factory can I do that would look cool? Let's try Fantasy Factory. They're all going to be dark and depressing, aren't they? Because it needs to be set in a factory. You know? Has to be colourful. Is everything just AI? I can't even tell this is AI generated anymore. It's gone to that point that this just could easily be, but it also might not be. I can't trust anything on the internet anymore. Especially when it comes to concept art. All of it seems to be generated. Yeah, that's got to be AI. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah, AI photo generator. Can't trust any of it. I mean, it does, you know, spark ideas, but dear God. Nothing in here has purpose. Yeah, do you see that? Do you see that, Dharma? He didn't even say hi to you when he came back. It's very rude. Could do a floating thing. So yeah, I just need I need a factory with more color, with more pop. Something along the lines of this, because this is what worked before, right? And I think it worked because it's very eye-catching, very bright and colorful. That's it. We are enemies. Oh, there you go. It's just that easy to turn them against each other. Oh, my back. You upset him now. No. There is none. It's gone. I mean, you know, I refund you at the start of every season, so just wait for the next season, you know? How do I do this? Game theme and environment theme. Wait, I got an idea. Maybe we do it on an island. Oh. Why brain no worky today? Steampunk is kind of dark / orange. You're dealing with more of the industry age, factory smog, deprived of non-vegetation. What if I go for like I can't remember the word of it, but there's different variations of steampunk, right? There's more like a fantasy type. So like there's core steampunk, but then there's like alt steampunk, you know, with lots of nature and magic and things mixed with steampunk. So we'll try more of that. Because I really do like the steampunk aesthetic. I've always liked steampunk, and I think my guy fits quite well into a steampunk universe. It looks like he could exist in a steampunk universe. But just something about this is just too brown. Even though that's, you know, kind of the point, but then, yeah, I could, me and islands. It's I never before heard of, never done that before. I don't know. But I'm not dead. And I'm not, well, I kind of have Mega Mind, but I'm not dead. Not yet, at least. So how can I have bright and colorful, but also have... So, like, okay, let's just draw something real quick. The core things that we need to include are... We need some form of, like, delivery system. Honestly, the pipes don't even need to be on screen. But they need to shit out things onto a table. And then the bytes need to carry the things and sort them into their respective categories or something to earn points. And the points need to be shown in a bar graph somewhere, so people can keep tabs on it. Alright. I want to make all the pipes at the top more bronze to fix those annoying pipes. You really don't like the colored pipes. The only reason I have the colored pipes is for each team to put their stuff into things. I thought color coding would make it easier, but maybe... Oh yeah, my new thing is slave labor for the bytes. It's just to give them something to do. Because I found that if I don't give them something to do, they just annoy me. Portal. I could do a Portal theme. Because that's very... Well, it's more futuristic-y white and lots of greenery, rundown stuff. And that is a factory-ish. Well, it could be a factory. Annoying you as a job at the bytes. Yeah, but like it's their full-time job. I want it to be a part-time job to annoy me, but another part-time that they can just not annoy me, so I can like focus and do dev work or something. You know, I need something for them to do. If their only option is to annoy me, then like just everything in moderation. You know. Look at my suggestion in unrelated. Well, only because you said please. But you didn't. There's nothing in unrelated. You lied to me. Unrelated be empty. Oh, yeah. Cars. Yeah, people have been asking for cars and boats as well for a while now. Which, one day. just one day. But yeah, how can I incorporate these things? Oh, and I also need place that I get things and put them into as well. And, you know, me in the middle here. How do I incorporate all these? I mean, maybe this isn't the what. Maybe I'm just being too harsh on myself. Maybe this isn't the worst looking thing in the world. It's not as bright as the other one, but maybe it doesn't have to be. I'm just trying to do what works, and because the bright and colorful thing worked before, I'm trying to do that again. But maybe, you know, if I did a couple videos on this and they do well, that would like prove that this works. Finn, help! I'm in the void. What did he do? I didn't do anything. Oh, looks like you're inside something. Dharma, let him go. Let him go, Dharma. We don't trap people, we just break their knees. Plus, it's not your job to break their knees. I have people for that. Yeah, but they need to look like those deliver robots. Well, eventually when I get around to adding it, I may or may not make them look like that. We'll see. Depends what models are free and available. Do the Amazon drones as well for planes? We can fly them near the camera and it sounds like a bee. The Amazon drones. Also, once again, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. To be fair, that could be quite fun. Having you guys be able to fly and instead of having to put the pipes like near, you know, the table, it could just be crates in the background that you guys fly and drop stuff over to. But then, I don't know, the flying's going to get annoying. I can already tell it's going to get annoying. Maybe not a desk then. Maybe a desk isn't what I do. Because it's like I just need an area for the deliveries to come from, but then like maybe it doesn't have to be pipes. Maybe it could be like a conveyor belt that goes from one side to the next, and you guys have to pull stuff off it. Just gotta think of this, because then that means we could remove the pipes from the top. Wrong pipes. So I could remove the pipes from the top, and then replace it just with a conveyor belt that goes left to right. You know. If you give that man a blanket, he's shivering too much. He's fine. He's fine. It's just his hands are just a bit funny. I'll wait, which one is it? No shit. Offset. Left hand. Why is he shivering? I thought it was because the hands were rubbing next to each other, but they're not. Because of the rotation of the hands? Oh yeah, it was colliding with the arm, I think. Alright, there you go. Nice. Nice. See, he's not cold anymore. Now he's just, like, surprised. Or bamboozled. This kind of looks like a YouTube thumbnail. What Twitch chat integration are you planning to add, or will it all be network based? Well, Twitch chat integration wise, mostly channel point redeems, the requests that you guys send me. I don't know if you were there when I explained that, but the request system, and then mini games that put left chat against right chat. That would be the general Twitch integration. Oh, he's got to go again. Give him 5 minutes and he'll be back. Well, you played Jeff the Land Shark. Bro, Jeff is the worst healer. He's so, like, shit. play Rocket. If you don't have a Rocket, play Rocket. Rocket is fucking busted, dude. He's so strong. And he's so easy to play. He's literally 1 star. Do not diss Jeff when Rocket and Adam Warlock exist. What do you mean? Jeff is so shit. I even used to think his ult was strong, but it's so easy to kill him in it. I mean, obviously a small hitbox, but I mean, if you play Moon Knight or Iron Fist, you just lock onto that bitch. And boom, dead. Never seen a valuable Adam Warlock ultimate. I've seen a couple. It is hard to get right. Oh, and Rocket has a fucking res as well. Dude, Rocket is so good. And he can give Winter Soldier and Punisher infinite ammo for like a little bit. He's just so strong, dude. He can dash twice, he can climb up shit. It's just crazy. The best character is the uninstall button. Bruh. Don't be a hater, Diamond. Don't be a hater. Marvel Rivals is actually good. For now. You can put out so much healing, it's insane. Yeah, but so Rocket can do it way better. Jeff has very limited range and like no mobility, so he can't like get to anyone if they are about to die. And like Rocket does the same thing, except he can shoot out orbs that AoE heal in like a massive fucking radius. AoE heal, and like that's just his primary fire. Or like his secondary fire, whatever. So he can just do it all the time. It's kind of ridiculous how much healing he can do. Like Jeff probably is better like single target healing, but like you need to AoE heal, especially when like everyone's spread out. Then Jeff is just kind of fucked. Whereas Rocket, he can shoot projectiles that don't have like fall off. Jeff has no movement. What movement does Jeff have? I've played him. And his range is pretty shit. Like, what movement does Jeff have other than, like, climbing up walls? And even then, you can only do that when you're, like, underground. Rocket can do that without having to go underground. The biggest yap I've heard, you're baiting me. Bruh. Jeff the Landshark is literally D tier. On the tier list I've seen him, he's D tier, bro. Play Rocket. If you haven't played Rocket, play Rocket. You'll see what I'm talking about. There is no comparison. Mm-hmm. His bubbles give you speed boost. It's crazy. He's unkillable when underground. He isn't unkillable. No, you can't kill him when he's underground. It's just harder to. But like literally, play an Iron Fist and you can just lock onto Jeff. The amount of times I've killed Jeffs because they think they're invulnerable. But no, they can still die. You just have to hit the fin. B2C in the flats tier list. Yeah, but that's the flats tier list. Who cares about flats? He's an Overwatch player. Oh my god. Go play Marvel Rivals. What are you still doing there? Get out of here. Who's changing their bike color to like a rave bike? Oh, I haven't even been paying attention. I have usernames turned off anyway. But you say Adam Warlock best. Adam Warlock not best. Then again, never played him, so maybe he is. But from what I've seen, I haven't seen that many good Adam Warlock players. Mm-hmm. Get out of here. I got work to do. Shit to figure out. I might need to crack out the drawing board. Actually, I'll keep this up. But let's crack out the drawing board. Oppa. Man, this fucking UG tablet has lasted me some good years. Relatively cheap from what I remember. This shit's getting old now. Alright, this thing. Go emoji. Can't say I've ever seen that one before. Alright, let's just do this. Oh god, my keyboard's on my desk now. Oppa. Also, let me just tab back into the game real quick so I can beat the shit out of some people. What the fuck? Dharma. What the fuck is this? I don't want this, Dharma. I don't want this. Alright, where's my base? Dude freaking murdered me. Oh, you took my seat. Okay. You put this down. Bass, you bastard. You know what? You're not getting those pine cones back. Oh, you got rid of it anyway. Out of here. Need some space, people. Need some space. Alright, there we go. I didn't kill you by the way. Well, it doesn't matter who did. One of you fuckers did. So somebody has to pay. Somebody has to pay. Also, is it just me or is this really quiet? I was talking about the music, but okay. Okay. Ow. Fuck. Did you know? All right. Let's draw. Oh shit. That's what controls it. Okay. You go there. You come here. Dude, my desk is such a mess. Okay, there. Nice. That they do. Alright. So. We got a thing. Right. And we just got to separate it into what can be seen and what cannot be seen. Stuff in the middle can be seen. Stuff at the sides cannot be seen. Clean your desolator. We got to storm to We got to storm to brain. That we did. No, it's because my parents bought me one of those like boxes of like biscuits, and I'm still working my way through it. It's almost finished, but like the box takes up a lot of fucking space, and I have it on my desk just because easy access. I got a decently sized desk, but like still not enough. So everything that's visible is in the middle. And that's going to be, well, we got to leave some room so everything above this point is going to be cut off by text. Everything below this point going to be cut off by TikTok shenanigans, and everything here is just going to be like the other things, like the heart. All right, that's it. I've had enough of me being blown up. Who did it? Who fucking did it? If you don't snitch, you're all getting your knees broken. Why the fuck's my base? No one gonna snitch. You don't. You don't know who did it. No. What was it? Well, you're all going to hell for it. Cool. Let me just set up a little defensive perimeter now. Little one of these. There you go. Very nice. And then we'll set this to broadcaster only. You are not allowed to do that. There you go. All right. Now we have peace and quiet. Where's the missile? There's the missile. Jesus. Oh, there they go. Jeez, they're still falling. Why me? Well, it was a nuke, so it just gets everyone. All right. There we go. Peace on Earth. Ah, nice. I can finally work in peace. It did not work on me. Well, Sag. All right, back to the drawing board. So, what do we want? Do we want a conveyor belt? So, general thing could be. So the bytes have to take a thing and sort them. Basically, that's their job. How do we want to do that? Maybe flying would be better, giving them unlimited potential to just fly around and carry things to and fro. Wi-Fi got shut down because they're working on it. Oh, that happened to me like yesterday, except not Wi-Fi. They just cut power out. I've never lost power my entire life living here in London. That was the first time they've ever like turned off the power. It was literally just for like an hour, but like it was kind of weird just not having electricity, no Wi-Fi, you know, nothing, no electricity whatsoever, no lights. It's like going back to the Stone Ages. How big did you make the area? Like big-ish. So would a conveyor belt be better? How would that work? Brings things along. Conveyor belt wouldn't be better, actually, no. Because you'd never see it get to the middle. They just, if it was like spawning here, conveying along, they'd just nick it at this point. It wouldn't be on screen by the time they nick it. They'll just get in early. Because these guys are competitive. Especially when you put them against each other. So that doesn't really work. But at the same time, I also don't think a pipe at the top works. So you have a pipe here, dropping stuff down. That's this little thing that's blocking me falling down, you know, semi-regularly to make sure there's enough things to sort. So that also doesn't really work either, actually. The pipe above system. So how do we spawn things in a non-intrusive way for people in the middle here to then take and do stuff with? You know? If then you should let us back in, we will not accidentally blow you up again. Yeah, I don't buy it. I need to focus. I keep getting distracted. I gotta work. I gotta anchor down. You guys are just gonna have to find something else to do. Go start a building project or something, you know? Could obviously make it come up from the ground itself. Could do like care packages. I'm poor though. Well, that does sound like a skill issue. You guys got to start fishing more, mining, or chopping down trees. Get some money. Table. Can't do flying. Also, actually, I'm also gonna want the inputs to be here. So if I'm here, then the input like thing where I like grab the request from will be there. Big mustache. So if that's there, desk there, man here. So then, because we don't want it on the right because that could get blocked by the hearts and things and the TikTok overlay. But it's definitely here. A little bit away from the edge because for some reason TikTok just like crops the edges for some reason. What to do? Edge of the table. We do sometimes want to see things fall off the edge. You know. Could be funny. What do we want in the background though? It's got to obviously contrast the black and the brown colour to make this stand out more. I see you back there. I see you, Breadman. I don't know what to do, boys. I don't know what to do. Oh, this is infuriating. Why is it so hard to just come up with ideas now? Is this so bad? Now, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. Actually, it depends if you're talking to me. Are you talking to me? Or is it one of the other shit sticks? I'm always lost on this damn island. What do you mean? I'm just chilling at my first base. What do you mean? Is the island too big? It's fine. Once this new VR thing comes out, it's everything's going to take place on a tabletop, so you shouldn't be able to get lost. I mean, you'll probably still find a way to, but you shouldn't theoretically be able to get lost. TP me. Where are you? Dear God, where's Kaz? You are. Yeah, where are you? You're just a spawn. Why are you complaining? Like, spawn is right there. Can you not see that? Is it? There's a render distance to. You get list. Lost. But spawn. Spawn there. Yeah? No? Which way is stuff? Well, if you go to spawn, there's this handy dandy little sign that says this way to civilization. And then you follow that, and you find civilization. But I can TP you. Jesus. So entitled. So entitled. Alright, actually I'm going to change this. Make it mods only. I'll allow Kaz to join me. Kaz W Industries. Can you move stuff you place? No, you cannot. Mainly because I got too lazy to add a way to do that, because you have to add, like, I don't know, a dragging tool or whatever. Ugh. Cringe. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Alright. Just gonna lean back. Just gonna bing chilling. Maybe I can come up with some inspiration. Let's have a look over my history. Was there any inspiration from here? I mean, these have outlines. Actually, yeah, what does outlines look like again? I did decide against it, but it does add a lot of character. The only thing I don't like about outlines is what it does to the bites. How it separates all their limbs. But what it does to the rest of the scene, I love. Bugger. And again, is the arms that bad? I guess it depends what it looks like when they have, like, cosmetics on. Can you let us back in? We will be good. No. No, you've lost your privileges. After I was murdered the first time, I let it slide. But the second time, well, I'd be insane to not. You know? What do I say about insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome. I mean, if you do want to be let back in, you can try and help me come up with an idea sooner so I can get back to Bitewise stuff. Because once I've thought of my idea, I can return to Byteworld, I can take down the barrier, but until I come up with my idea, we are doing some brainstorming. Admittedly, not working very well, but we are trying. I'm trying to come up with, if you have a gander at the stream, a new sort of style / format for the VR stuff. If I just zoom in. So I'm thinking of making the stream... what the hell? Oh, I didn't mean to press that... Oh, you bastard. Press the wrong button. There we go. Considering making it the stream's TikTok perspective, preemptively, which, you know, sounds bad. Surface level sounds bad, making it a vertical resolution when most of Twitch is horizontal. But when you see what's like being removed, so you see if I turn it on, the only thing that's really being lost there is the left and right chat. But that's fine because I can put the left and right chat in these. This place won't be black. This will be like, I don't know, stylized to be the theme of whatever's going on here. So in this case, it'll be a steampunked background for left and right chat, with me in the middle. So it won't look as horrendous as this, but. And also, the main reason I wanted to do this is because I like this blurred background effect, right? So it puts more focus on me, especially in like the TikTok format. This looks way better than non-blurred because, you know, my mask will blend into the background a bit more because it's brown and stuff like that. So this makes me stand out more, and I really like this aesthetic. But the only problem is people have said it hurts their eyes seeing the rest of the scene all blurred like that, whereas they said it's manageable, like it doesn't hurt as bad or at all when it's only limited to this thing. But just, I guess, the blurriness in the like sides of their eyes and stuff is just a bit much. So like that's my logic. Also, it'll just help with TikToks because then I can set, like, a lot of the time when I do shots or like I try and set up a shot for TikTok, I don't know what the bounds are, so I don't know if it's capturing all of it or not, and a lot of the time it doesn't. But now, yeah, everything I see is what TikTok will see, or shorts. I'm just, yeah, TikTok in general. And also it means I can stream on TikTok as well, because I do want to do multi-stream. So if it's already in a vertical resolution, vertical format, streaming to TikTok is going to be pretty easy. And then I also stream to YouTube as well, because why not? But yeah, I'm just trying to come up with a theme, a style. And one part of me really likes this steampunk theme style, but then another part thinks it's a bit too brown. So I tried to add some green, but it's a lot of brown. I want it to be a bit more colorful. Like I'm just basically trying to make it work. Like trying to recreate my my TikToks that did well. The bright and colorful one. It's a potential new desk setup. Nothing confirmed until I can get over this style problem that I'm having. Because it just seems a bit too grayed out, a bit too desaturated. Even though I've ramped up the saturation, it just feels quite bleak, you know? And I feel like my TikToks that did well, I feel like they did well, A, because they had something that everyone related to, which was like the SAO menu and stuff. B, the dynamic of the VR, and C, the bright colors. Like, look how bright that is, like, and eye-catching. And then you look at this, and this is, like, very much not so, you know? Like, that's so bright and visual. Maybe a bit too bright, if anything, but, I mean, can you have such thing as too bright? And then this is just, you know? So I'm trying to think of what a better background would be. The only problem is, I kind of want it to be, it has to somehow fit into a sort of factory setting, because I'm really leaning into the industries part of industries. I'm like the Bytes have a job now. They're my workers. And like, you know how you guys are doing fishing and mining in Byte World, you guys are gonna need a purpose in here as well. Just so then you don't, you know, so just so like it's only 50% of your time is spent annoying me. The other 50% can be doing other things instead of 100% just annoying me. You know, I'm gonna bye everyone and bye Void. So yeah, I'm trying to think of a way, or like an art style. Yeah, but then the only downside is just like factories just by nature are quite bleak and dull, right? So like, unless I could think of like, you know, an island factory with like island themed factory things, like the conveyor belt was made out of bamboo or whatever, like, or maybe in a forest, and it's all forest. Like I'm trying to think of like a colorful style. I obviously don't want to just recreate an island because I've done that already, and I'd rather not do something I've already done before. Worst case, we can just reuse the island theme, but I'm not sure the island theme would even work with the factory get up. Maybe it could, but I don't know. Yeah, and basically I'm struggling. So like, if you can think of any like themes. So you're suggesting something in the air? Floating island, perhaps? I don't think I've ever done a floating island. That could work. Bring back the windows. Well, like the windows behind me that like look over a. Because that's another thing. I could also just like have this same steampunky thing, but instead of having this like solid background, no, this is going to be a bit tricky. I could just like get rid of that, and that, and that, and that, you know, and then have this looking over a nice background somewhere. Get rid of that as well. You know? Actually, not fuck it. Get rid of that too. Just get rid of all of it. Just get rid of all of it. You know, like that. So then, and then environment, skybox. So it could be steampunk, but with a overlooking of, I don't know how many skyboxes. Stream. Solid color. Made that blue. You know? Is that better? Obviously with something in the background, but hey Ryder. We're doing some art theory design stuff. Like that's definitely brighter. Obviously change the color of the table and things. Maybe it doesn't need to make sense, you know. Maybe where I am doesn't need to all be the same. But what's going to fill the background though? You know, what's going to be in the blue bit? Because obviously it can't just be a solid blue. There's got to be something to not catch the eye, but just to fill. I could do clouds, but this was like a YouTube short for 5-year-olds. Well, I mean, not completely off the mark. Now the blow makes more sense. See? Okay, I get. Yeah, there you go. Do I keep the vines and stuff at the top? Because I can get rid of those as well. I don't know what would be there though. In its stead. In its stead. Actually, no, we'll get rid of the floor as well. So now we're boiling it down to the basics of a desk and a man, and you know the objectives or whatever the guys are doing. It's not even that important that these are on screen, so those bottom pipes can actually probably just go as well. So now we're getting to the bread and butter. A man behind a desk with his little robot guys in front of him doing little robot things. And if we turn on the sort of just guidelines for the TikTok stuff, I don't want stuff in this text zone or above because this is where the subtitles usually go. Don't want it below here because this is usually where the description and profile picture and things are. And then, yeah, now we've got this little section here for the main sort of goings on of the players, and then this section here for me and my reactions and stuff, you know? Hey, Brian, welcome. We're just doing a bit of development today, a little bit of development. We'd want to see it with a window. Now, but I feel like a window will, like, block things. I kind of want to have like an open plan, open floor plan, you know? A window would make it feel disconnected. I shall not. I don't want to see it, damn it. I don't want to see it. Whatever it is. Unless you tell me what it is. Unless it's worth it. I'm assuming you've snuck your way in using seats. I don't trust you. That's the problem. What? Yeah, there you go. He climbed his way in. Who could have seen that coming? All right. So, yeah, okay. I guess we don't have to stick to a steampunk style. So, what should the theme be then? Island has been done before, but I mean it's been proven to work. Floating island. No, that's yeah. I think a factory in the background, but factories are so dull and grey, and unless it's a special kind of factory. I could do a flying ship, an airship. One could say. That's an original idea. I'm sure nobody'd be upset if I did that. Dude, imagine if I did. Bruh. Do you think Doig would be upset? Probably, yeah. No, I don't think I'd do a airship anyway. Mainly because I don't think there's any, like... I'd have to make the models myself. I don't think there's many good airship models out there. You'd have to have a lot of moving parts and, yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, we already did a spaceship. Don't want to go down that road again. Plus, you know, spaceship, you just be looking at the black void of space, which is kind of dark. I want something nice and bright and colourful. So what's a bright and colourful thing to put in the background? I mean, I could do it where it just changes background, like literally every stream. One day I'm in front of a volcano, the next I'm in a jungle, the next I'm in a desert. There's going to be a lot of environments to make, but like if it's only in the scope of this, I don't mind making environments. Environments are hard to make because, for me at least, they're hard to make because you have to consider all the perspectives of you guys running around. But if I'm only doing it from the POV of this TikTok, like admittedly the players will see it and it'll look weird, you know, because you're doing it from like one perspective, so like that it's not going to be meant for them. But like, who cares? It ain't for them. I could just make it invisible for them. They don't even need to see it. A dynamic background, yeah. It's like we could go international, because then that would just add like crazy variation. Every TikTok would look different. Like when you look at these TikToks, they all kind of look the same. They have the same background, but like if we're changing backgrounds every stream, that could be quite sick. I mean, the background's going to be blurred anyway, so you're not even going to be able to see like most of them. But yeah, it could be like a tree or something. I don't know. That's environments, nature pack, prefab. That's just what the fuck. Oh my god, my guy's sprinting. Got places to be, places to be. Oh my god, yeah, it's the physics. It's the physics. 2 videos on TikTok and it's really funny. Thank you. Yeah, I do try. I'm in a bit of an identity crisis with my TikToks at the moment. So hence what I'm trying now, trying out different things. All right. What about a pub? I mean, we could have a pub. Also a little bit grey. But you see how much easier it is to like design a background for from a 2D perspective, because like right now these would just look weird. You know, they're not Like this could be a million miles in the background. But like from this perspective, it looks fine. So there you go. Look at that. New environment already. And the only thing we changed was put down 2 trees. Then we could do some hills, clouds, boom, TikTok, sorted. And I could just make like 50 of these, all with different styles for different videos, and they're just doing new on every stream. That could be a new emote. That would have been a funny emote. I've got the footage, I guess, so I could always do it. I do need some new emotes. I have been meaning to. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now we just got to figure out if the background is just changing every time. We got to figure out the constant, the thing that doesn't change, which is going to be the desk. The thing that's always going to be there. And we got to figure out, because we need to give the little guys, the little goobers, something to do while I stream. Because the main reason why I want them to do something is just because if the only thing they can do is, well, nothing. If there is no purpose, no sort of gameplay loop, the only thing they're going to do is try and get my attention. And oh my god, it's so annoying. It can be when they try and get my attention, but just for like no reason. It's because they have nothing else to do. Fair enough if you get my attention if you want to show me something funny or do something funny, because content. But like a lot of the time they're just poking me just to get my attention. But if I give them something to do, then that kind of fixes that problem. Something mundane, highly repeatable. So, and I was thinking just, dropping random, like, things, just random objects onto the table. And then they get the object, and they have to put it in one of however many bins, or places. It was pipes up until recently, because pipes, steampunk. And you put it in the bin, and then you get, plus however many points based on the object. So you kind of want to prioritize the higher value stuff, and then those points go towards your team color. So everyone, what the fuck is my thing? Okay. It goes towards your team color, and then those are displayed somewhere. I'm not sure if I would actually show that in the TikTok, because that's not important information for the TikTok. It's important for the players. So I'm not sure where I would show that information. Probably you'd want it on camera or on stream. Oh. Well, I mean, it'd still be the same content, just changing the format, how it's viewed. Because I'll still be doing the same thing. The only reason I kind of want to do it is just, well, the only reason I am doing it is because of the post processing. That's the only reason I'm not doing full screen, is just because people say that the blur hurts their eyes, and I really 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 like the blurred background. So I'm just trying to make it work. I really want the blurred background, but I can't have the blurred background without hiding 2/3 of the screen, because it hurts people's eyes. If people's eyes didn't hurt, I'd have the screen revealed, but people's eyes do hurt when they look at it. Not everyone's, but some people's. So I gotta be accommodating. Hi, Scara. Your airsoft. Goddamn, where was my invite? Can you please remove the barrier? No, because you're just gonna blow me up or annoy me, or both. Or do that. I saw you. Yeah, well, one of yous did. Twice. You blew me up. You murdered me. What blur are we talking about? This blur in the background. Like, you see how the trees are kind of like blurred? Where's post-processing there? I really like that, because without it, it's good. Like, it's fine. But the blur, like, really... Motherfucker, get out of the screen. The blur really, like, puts me forward, and I think this just looks so good, especially for TikTok. And like right now, my focus is TikTok. I am really pushing hard on the content creation sphere. So like, I mean, yeah. To be honest, this whole thing is revolved around TikTok because I'm really leaning hard into TikTok right now. I'm going. This is my last ditch attempt, to just get anything done, to make anything happen, and the only way I'm going to do that is through Shorts and TikTok. So that's why, and I think this depth of field really works nicely for TikTok because it puts all the focus on me and whatever's in the foreground, and it's just sort of background noise, colorful, bright background noise, unimportant stuff, you know. Jesus, what happened? We've devolved. It's no longer just steampunk. It's gonna just be any sort of random environment that I make, any background. So this could be a forest, could be a desert, could be a jungle, could be in space, could be anything. It varies by the stream, I guess. But we're just focusing on what the constant, which is the desk, is going to look like. It do. It could be. Maybe that could be one of the things. One of the settings could be set in a park. Although I need my desk everywhere I go. Also, I feel like a part of me, like, I feel like I need to have the twitch.tv/Findustries part. I feel if I'm going full sellout mode and really leaning into, oh my god, I just spelled my own name with one N. Can't believe I just did that. I feel like I need that, like, permanently on the screen, because people just keep asking me where to, like, get my game, and I just need to, like, tell them that, like, this isn't a game, it's my stream. Sorry guys, I got emergency mission. I'm in volunteer fire brigade in Germany. Sheesh. Well, have fun with the fire. Tell them I said hi. But have fun, if possible. Why not change the color or texture? The texture, color of what? He does. Oh yeah, actually no. Yeah, I saw him. He's starting to get those messages. he's finally starting to experience what I've been experiencing all these years. These people that, like, just don't read the description where it says how to play the game, but they're like, "Is this a game? Can I play this? Is this on VR? Where can I get it?" And, like, it's all in the description, but they just don't read it. Your table. I mean, I can have multiple different tables. Yeah. And, like, different decorations on the tables based on the background. But yeah, I need, like, a constant layout. To be fair, the less complicated, the better. You have movement, just not within my area, Blood? Bro? What was I even trying to say there? You got the whole world to explore. Colon opening parenthesis. Oh, sad face, right. You can move wherever you want, just not within my box. Until you help me. Oh, I told you, I'll take it down once I come up with this idea. Once I find this idea, and we're almost there. We've almost got a finalized idea. So if you can help me get over that last little bit, then you'll be allowed to move. Salut. Wait, isn't that French? Or is that German? No. Sounds French. Uh-huh. Your game crashed? Sag. F. Rest in peace. So, bare minimum. And, like, my thing is, the thing that I'm going to be doing on stream is this request thing. This is where I grab a request, and then I read it, and then I put it in a thing, and it does it. So I need the request thing here, and that thing there. So let's move over this way. Let's do a top-down floor plan. Right. So this is just sort of background. Right. And then so I'm going to be here. That's me. And then do I want? So I guess the question is, what kind of desk do I want? I could have one of these type of desks, which is good because then I can put the input output there and there, and that doesn't intrude with the main player area. I could have one of these sort of desks where it's like that, which is the same principle but more thing, but then you don't have these sort of defined sections of no-go. This is just sort of input output there, and then just this entire place is whateverable. Could also just have simple old square table with maybe input there, output there. This is obviously just very simple, allows for the most sort of modifications, bonus modifications based on the background. You want a unique pet? No. Just wait. What egg is the giant egg? It's synths, and it starting from stream it was 2 hours till it hatched, and it's been 2 hours, so it's probably ready to hatch. Was that wasn't a divine egg, was it? No, it was a divine egg, right? Yeah, I think it's a divine egg. For some reason, I don't know how I managed this, but yeah, divine isn't even top tier. That's second top tier. I forgot there's another thing above it which are unique. So Bash saying unique just reminded me. Yeah, that's not even the top tier pet. It's not going to be a mythical pet. I told him it was going to be a mythical pet. I feel bad now. It's just going to be a really good pet. But yeah, it's second to top tier. Yeah, don't tell Synth. He'll shatter his little heart. So like he's gonna go in expecting like a dragon or Cerberus or something. He's gonna get like a lion or something. Yeah, I thought divine isn't. Yeah, it's really rare. Is there a barrier? I just got yeeted when joining. There is a barrier. They blew me up too many times, so I put a barrier down, and I told them I'd take the barrier down once they helped me figure out an idea for what I'm going to do for stream. And we're still in that figuring out part. So you can try and force your way in. I think they built like a chain of seats. You know, you put down a seat, you sit in it, and then you put down another seat, you sit in it. Now I'll go to my island. Fair enough. But yeah, I'll take it down the barrier once I figure out what I'm making here. And I'm so close. What other kinds of desks are there? What other kind of desk could I do? It's a triangle desk a thing? Is that a thing? No, not really. What do I want? 1, 2, 3. Alright. Come on, guys. 1, 2, or 3. Which desk is best? You think 2? Which is it's pretty much the same one I already have. Chai says 3. Hawk also says 2. Okay, so not 1. 1 be basic. 3. 2. The only benefit of 3 is that I could also fit other things on it. Wait, that's what? Oh. Is that I could also fit other things on it. If I wanted like a phone there and a printer there, I could do it. Whereas I can't really squeeze that in on 2. But I do prefer to, so like I'm torn. Or wait, or number 4, there is a 4. Full 360. So you guys can get behind me as well. And then I could have, I don't know, input there, output there. And the same, well, we could also get a 5 in there. This isn't going to be square version. That's number 5. All right, has that changed anyone's opinion? Anyone's number? But which one? 5 or 4 or 5? bruh. At least he's speaking straight, telling me the truth. 4. But would that be a bad thing? Because if you guys are behind me, then I could end up blocking the content. You guys are the content. Because you think about the TikTok camera. The TikTok camera is gonna probably cover like, well, it'll be able to see like that and like that. And same thing here, probably that. There's gonna be some blind spots in the corners. But like as long as most of the guys are just centered around here, and I'll put whatever your main task is in the middle, so like you're forced to sort of come into frame a lot of the time. But here, if we're doing that and that, you got a lot more, especially if I'm being blocking this bit, there's a lot more hidden areas, you know? So there's pros and cons to each of these things, which is why this is so difficult. Because once I commit to it, I'm going to have to commit to it. And yeah, currently there isn't much space, is there? At least on this one. Like this is like number 2. And like you see, like even if I zoomed it out a bit, it would sort of capture more, but like even then, because then I like the further out I zoom to allow more more space for you guys, the smaller I get, which isn't good, because I need to be the main focus. You guys are the content, but also the secondary focus. It's like it's a hard balance. I could go for like a top-down angle, but then I'll be looking up a lot of the time, so that's not great. You could do 3 and add a layer to the sides to stash the printer phone. To be fair, yeah, I could just like, if I want to add more things, I could just add extensions. Or I could just, hide them like under the desk. So like I just reach down to get the stuff, then I down here. Triangle 460. Oh, I didn't think about that one. Yeah, what about No, that's terrible. Boom, amazing. That's so bad. There's so much dead space. Yeah, I was thinking about a rotary phone. The only problem is finding a model that's a rotary phone where the phone bit detaches. Most of the time, it's like built into one, and also being low poly, which then reduces it even more. So hard to find that model. I could just get someone in my community to make one for me. Well, basically just Skara. What about 2 semicircles? You have the printer and whatnot sort of behind you. Then we will stay up front, but you can have stuff behind you. 2 semicircles, like that? Like a Pokeball? Oh yeah, I could have drawers. I did a shit job explaining that. So like the 360 circle, we have a break/walkway. So like that. Oh god. Two rainbows. Like that. Wait, 2. No, wait, that's not a 3 then. Wait. So like with a gap. Like that? Yeah, I like that. Not the McDonald's. Yeah, but then this way we could have 2 people. Boom. Double desk. Easy. Okay. But then how would you get from one to the other? Unless the back is just used for like the printer, the other things. Obviously not this far away from the person, but like stops them from jumping over. Probably just for like storing things, utility. The muck desk, the very one. Let us draw with you to help. I should add that. But then you guys would just draw penises. I already know what would happen. You made boobs. Oh, that I did. Somehow always happens. The front is for us bites and the back is for you off limits. Yeah, I mean, you'll still find a way over there. You'll blow yourselves up and launch yourselves over or something. But maybe that's fine. Maybe that's funny. It'd be funny if you get to the back desk. But yeah, I could do that. The only thing I worry about with this, which we'll call 7, is that it will block the background. You know? Because the background's going to be here. It might block things. But maybe that's not a bad thing, to block things in the background. Discord drawing. True. Can you see my messages? I can indeed. Minefield? What? Alright. What you... Yeah, that does happen. Alright, I think, yeah, okay. Okay, final vote time. Final vote time. 1 through 7. Which one do you like the best? Or which do you think would work the best for TikToks? Because that's what this is all about. This is all about TikToks. This is the TikTok season. 3, 6, other way around. Well, you really like the triangle. There's so much dead space there. Actually, to be fair though, yeah, actually, other way around, there wouldn't be any dead space. Would there? Oh god, it's Illuminati. There wouldn't be any dead space in a triangle one. But then again, I'm not sure. Well, like, triangle could actually work, you know? Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Alright, I'll do a tier list and, like, try multiple desks. But I'll just do the top ones. And the top ones seem to be 3, 6 we'll try. You guys not in love with 4 anymore? I like the idea of 7, but try testing it. Yeah, 7, I think 7 could also work. 7 is just 3, but with extra steps. So I can always just like try that when I try 3. I think, yeah, 1 is just too plain, and like there's a lot of dead space. So fuck that. 5 is just stupid. 4 is just a worse 7. And 2 is just 3, but with more dead space as well. Alright, so I'll try, yeah, 3, 6, and 7. And I don't know, I'll just make it a generic ass table. I'm gonna probably have to crack out the Blender skills. Never really done Blender before. Well, have done it a bit, but not to any, you know, significant degree. But I think I can manage a semicircle. Maybe. Alright, cool. There we go, we're sorted. And then the backgrounds will just be... Well, what kind of backgrounds do you guys think would look good? Yeah, that's a lot for me. I honestly, I actually need to start doing some like Blender streams. Like streams where I just like learn to do Blender, because it's such a useful skill for me. And like, I think I could maybe do it. I can't really do artwork. I've tried artwork multiple times, but like Blender, like, I don't feel completely hopeless in. So could do channel point background options like the suit. Yeah, the only problem with that is, and like the problem with the suit redeem is when I did TikToks, there's obviously sometimes a bit of a gap between clips or things that I use, and in that time people change my outfits, so it looks like a completely different time. Like the transition is obvious, whereas if I don't allow changing suit colors or changing backgrounds, you can't even tell that one thing didn't happen after the other. Whereas, like, look, I'll show you a very good example of this is the one where I keep saying So like this video, it's a decently popular one, but like you can tell when somebody redeems like this isn't changed suit. This was like, I think I made a redeem so you can make it so I look like your character. But look, you can see, and it kind of ruins the whole video. It doesn't ruin the whole video, but like, actually, we don't even need to hear it. And let's just skip forward. So like, I'm getting killed. Like, you can't really tell these things are like happening too distantly apart. This is spread out over like 4 hours or something. But like, it looks like they could all just be happening one after the other. But then at some point, wait for it, I just become a different character. You know? There's no explanation for it. And like, but like you can tell a lot of time has passed, and it does kind of break the immersion a bit. And I'm afraid that if I let you guys change the background, it'll be the same sort of effect. And that's why I don't really do suit redeem anymore. I don't hate that, but I know what you mean. Yeah, like it's not that noticeable, but like when you watch that, like, did you just think, wait, why did you just change into a green alien? You're a yellow guy, and like, why is it all dark all of a sudden as well? Like the lighting changed as well, so like 2 different redeems happened in that time. But yeah, well, this look, yeah, the outline look, kind of, yeah. I've used outline shaders before in cell shade. Well, actually, this was before I did cell shading. But this project was called Unlit, which means no shadows or lighting. Yeah, no, I've done the desk many a time before, many a time. It's been my staple, and this one's the well, this is number 2, but you can see there's a lot of dead space, things that are cut off, probably because the camera's a bit too close, but that at least makes me bigger. But yeah, no, I did desk in season 1. I did desk here as well. I have desk. This is literally the next video, but a different season. But I have desk with phone on it. This one I think had a desk, but I don't know if I made a TikTok about it. And this one is an island, basically as a desk. Yeah, it's just kind of my thing, sitting behind a desk. And there was really and look, actually, yeah, look, this actually covers multiple different like times. So there's desk here, desk here. This was a desk with that was an office desk. This is an office desk. This is a desk with a conveyor belt on it. This is a desk in a courtroom. So yeah, desk is just kind of my thing. I mean, how can you not have a desk? I've never just been like standing alone, just out in the open. But yeah. Thin the barrier. Well, I'm not fully done yet. One last thing is the backgrounds. True. It's just an island desk. It makes me curious about your streams. Yeah, there's a lot of history and lore, and a lot of different seasons, different variations of me. It's just kind of my thing to have lots of different variations. I'm the most inconsistent streamer, if that makes sense. I can't ever stick to one thing. It's my Achilles heel, but also it keeps me interesting. You never know. Like, next stream could be a completely different thing. And because I'm quite fast at making stuff, like, you won't even see it coming, you know. It take me like a week, and I could just be working on it secretly, and then boom, new season. And like, I think I need to lean into that more because I've been like sort of denying it for a while. I've been trying because it's a very common game dev thing. No, it's a very common thing in game devs to start projects and never finish them. But I think, and that like is seen as a bad thing, but I think that's actually kind of a good thing on Twitch. At least for me, because it's just it's interesting. It's interesting to have a different thing all the time. So you never know what you're going to get from the like next stream. Obviously, a lot of people say you should be consistent, do the same thing over and over again to build up an audience so they know what to expect and things. But maybe I'll just be that one streamer that doesn't. That breaks the algorithm. Obviously, probably will fail, but at least I'll be content, you know. And I've been denying that part of myself for a while, trying to think, yeah, this is bad. You shouldn't be doing this. You should be focusing on one thing. But it's just not me. I just can't focus on one thing. Maybe I have ADHD. Who knows? Hey! You threw a rock at me. Yeah, I heard that double cheeked out. What did that come from? Oh wait, yeah, my my TikTok, yeah. The full body just makes my ass stick out on this model. Background custom images or fan art. I don't think that look good taking up the whole of the background. Maybe it's like a little thing in the background, but also actually looking at this now, there's a lot of dead space down here, even though this like zone is going to be mostly taken up by like the description. Could raise the camera a bit to sort of be in line with the edge of the desk. Might need to bring myself further forward. Maybe actually shrink the desk a bit, make it not as fat. A little depth, deep. Whatever. But yeah, what kind of backgrounds? So I need there's obviously like the normal ones. You got like a forest. But what are the sort of like scenarios, settings? And they have to be sort of like colorful or like have at least multiple different colors in them. That's not, no. I mean, yes, kind of, but like, no. Oh, no, not Sainsbury's. Like, I guess the products could be colorful, but that's generally quite a white, grayish background. I'm more thinking like, you know, natural places, like a forest or yeah, a desert. Or an island, because then there's a lot of blue and yellow. Costco. Okay, what is it with you guys in shops? An office? No, that's kind of grey. Dull and grey. I need something bright and vibrant. I would say space, but space is quite black and dark. So, probably not space. Yeah, this is different, though. This isn't taking place on an island. The island is just in the background. No, this is different. This is a background island, not a foreground island. See, two very different things. There is a difference, maybe. A rave. A rave potentially with the lights, but only problem with that is this game has no lights in it. Like they deliberately turned off to say performance. And B, it's then also just black with just some reds and greens or like shining through it. So it's going to be quite dark. Like ideally, the sky would be the background. So like I'm looking for outdoor places. Let's just say that outdoor environments. Like underwater, maybe that could be a thing. Yeah, who's doing that? Who's doing that? You. Keep him in line, Kaz. Keep him in line. If you do exclamation mark inspect, you can, and while looking at something, you can tell who placed it down. Or I think I made it so you can bind that to a key. Yeah. A neon sign, like you're a face cam streamer. Is that what they do? Oh yeah, I guess they do have those neon signs. I could just like put in a PNG of somebody's like room. That could be funny. I'm just like in Forsen's room or XQC's room or something. I could make it so like I can upload a custom image background. That could work. They just have to be noticeable enough, well known enough. All right, I'll free you guys from your cave. I think I've got enough stuff to start. I'm gonna keep thinking of different scenarios, settings to put things in. All right, let's just get rid of this. You're free to be annoying. Yeah, you're welcome. See, I'm so nice. Steampunk background. How could I forget that? Just gotta add enough like greenery. Outdoor setting. Outdoor steampunk. What else? Wait, what am I doing? I have the best person ever. ChatGPT. I am making various backgrounds for my game, but need some ideas. I can do, but stock photos aren't as good. They won't have like the outline effect on them, and they won't be like, you know, they won't feel like it's part of the world. Which is why making the 3D scene is usually better. And I don't even know if the depth of, I assume the depth of field will work on it. I mean, I can do it, yeah. Like I said, I can just have like, you can upload your own image. It just has to be, well, I wouldn't do it that often, but like on occasion maybe. Every now and then. Why do I always get birds? I don't know. I feel like the hawk in your name might explain that. You have like a shelf with stuff on in the background and signs. I was thinking about that, just like a little like shelf for collectibles, because I have one of those in real life. I have all my like Funko Pops on them, and I quite like it. And I could have one of those, but just with, I don't know, community-made things like fan art and, well, mostly just fan art. Could have my little my Minecraft guy or my Season 1 guy. I could recreate a streamer's background using 3D models. You know, 1 for 1. That could be funny. Only have a chance at the background image being your face, but it's super rare that it happens. Could do. I mean, the possibilities are endless, you know? It could be anything. So, hi, Leroy. Oh, and Opal. Hi, Opal. The background needs to be bright and vibrant, such as a forest or a desert. Give me a list of ideas. Do not elaborate. I always have to specify don't elaborate, because they always just waffle. Instead of just give me a list, it waffles about why it chose that thing for the list. Alright, let's see. Rainforests. That's just a variation of a forest. Meadows. I could just do like the Windows background. The Windows XP background, where it's just like hills. Golden sand, vibrant coral reef underwater. Tropical beach, rolling hills. Already got that. Cherry blossom. Cherry blossom would be nice. I really like pink and stuff. You have little falling cherry blossom leaves. Pro's forehead will be 90% of the background. That's being generous. More like 99%. Oh, the giant sign that says I'm going to kill you or something, right? Oh, we can have a lake. Majestic mountains. Enchanted forests. Ice caves. Oh, yeah, the snow one would be cool. Bit bright, maybe. Too much white. Unless I had a bunch of trees. Alright, let's just add some of these down. Coral reef. Snowy tundra. Cherry blossom. I mean, that's enough to get started with, right? Can always come up with more as time goes on. Could also just like take fan made ones. Yeah, easy. All right. Well, we'll see if this works. I'm gonna try making different tables. I also need to actually make a list of the things that need to be on the table. So, table requirements. Or no one wants my pets. To be fair, I probably need to add a way to generate money more quickly. It's quite a scarce commodity. Like, nobody's fishing or like selling stuff. Everybody's just going around causing chaos. So there isn't actually much money in like orbit. So I need to add more ways of doing it. I think gambling might be a good one. And also actually just more things for pets, because right now it's just gambling. But you only want to gamble pets if you have money to gamble with in the first place. And buying the pet, you're not going to have the money because you just bought a pet. So, like, yeah. And he said, basically, there's a whole bunch of things I need to do, but I'm not going to do them because I'm moving on already. If you have the entire world full of snow, I could use it as a better flashlight than the one on my phone. True. Could be useful. I mean, this screen right here is pretty white. Is this helping? Yeah, table requirements need to have input / output pipes. Oh, and you also need to figure out what it is you guys do and like where you filter the items from, where the items spawn from. But I think I can get a sense of that once I've made the table. So that I'll figure out myself. We also need, some I guess printers. Also need phone. Also need deliveries. Bless. Okay. That sounds like a plan. Could probably stop this now. There you go. Back to normal. Back to the good old days. Oh, the Gaussian field just stopped. Oh, yeah, right. Cool. There you go. Well, that about does it. And we'll come up to the 3-hour mark soon. So, where will you store the money you win? Just on the server, you know. Not literal money, not actual money, but just pine cones. The pine cone jar. That is dumb. Ballet dancing hedgehog. Just you don't question it. You don't question it. Bum 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 bum. Dum 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 dum. Oh, and I think the reason, actually, think about that. That's actually okay. So you know how you guys get like items like missiles and things like that, but you hold on to them, right? You hold on to them, and you save them for a good occasion. But then that ends up being like when you collect health potions in a game, you just save them, and then never end up using them. I think in this new system where we're sort of just dropping down items, I'm going to make it so it doesn't save what you're currently holding, because you're not going to have an inventory in this game. You're only going to have one inventory slot, and that's just whatever is currently in your hands. So if you want to get a new item, you have to drop the one you're currently holding. So I think this way, if you find a missile, if a missile drops down and you're the first one to get it, you then have to use it, or you just can't do anything. You know, so it kind of forces you to use it, which I kind of like more, because then we get more moments out of it. You know. It's so cool to own. That's why we keep. Yeah, but then it doesn't have. There's no point in having it. It's just for show. You know, like I'd like you guys to use them. So this way, at least in this new thing, you're gonna have to use the items. And that probably works better for content, at least. This is a content season. This new one. It's all about content. It's not about making an enjoyable game. It's about producing clips that I can then turn into TikToks. Yeah, I think that about does it. Cool. Let's unplug this. Oh. Oh. Go. Drawing board away. And sorted. Alright, cool. Well, I think that about does it. That's a good sesh. Good planning sesh, boys. And girls and everything in between. There you go. Hey. No throwing shit. I'm back now. I can see who does it. Alright. Right. What? Post-processing as well. Back on. Alright, well. Just hold this for me. Cool. Thank you. You live to see another day, Bass. You live to see another day. Anywho, yeah, that does it for the stream. So, man is going to go and get to work. Not going to be streaming tomorrow, boys, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sorry, Apple. You're just too late. But yeah, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. My parents are getting married, so I kind of have to go to that. Unfortunately, I would skip it, but they were like, "No, you have to be the ring bearer," and I was just like, "All right, I guess I'll be the fucking ring bearer." But then that means I don't get to stream. So I was like, "Hi, Doig, bye, Doig." Yeah, we're ending. Yeah. So yeah, what do you mean? Please explain. My parents are getting married. End of story. Yeah. They're like 60 something. They've been engaged for like probably as long as I've been alive. Probably longer. Like 30 years. And well, the time has just come. Me personally, well, you know, everyone assumes you get married because you love each other. I'm pretty sure they're just getting married for taxes. So when they die, we get more of the house and we don't have to pay as much tax. So, but everyone else is, oh, it's lovely. Oh, they're so in love. I mean, I'm pretty sure they hate each other, but yeah, they're getting married. So, that's why I'm not too fussed about it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. At least it'll be a fun event, maybe. But yeah, that was kind of looming over my birthday. Instead of celebrating my birthday, they were just worrying about the wedding in 5 days, and now the time has come. Guidance. I mean, I know it's fine. We figured it out. I'm creating a new season, and it takes place on an airship, right? Right. So no, it was only an idea. It was only an idea that I promptly put down because I mean that's copyright. It's copyright. Yeah. Anyway, no, we came up with a better idea anyway. A better idea of just changing the background all the time instead of just sticking to one persistent place. I mean, to be fair, the desk is the persistent part, but like everything else in the scene changes per stream. It's kind of, yeah. No, okay, not a better idea, but a better for me. One that would work with the VR thing and what I'm going for. Not objectively better, subjectively. Motherfucker. Subjectively better for my needs. Yeah, I'm just going to stop digging. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to wrap up now and get to work on it. We've got the plan. I'm going to try out the different tables. I'm going to try out 3, 6, and 7. The curve, the triangle, and the donut? I don't know how to describe it. But that, yeah, I'm going to try that. But yeah, until next time, which isn't tomorrow, it'll be, I guess, Sunday. I guess Sunday. Maybe. I don't know, dude. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I would say I'd let you know, but I won't. I'll just press the live button, and you'll have to just accommodate for me. Ah. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, my chest. What the hell? I just cracked my chest. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go now. Yeah. See you guys next time. Bye. I see you. What do you mean wait and hold? Am I interrupting something? Oh my god, these guys are so fussy. Where do? Wait. Where's your place? The nuke ending was great. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, I didn't realize Opal was just standing next to us. I thought he died, so I assumed he was at spawn. What's going on here? Oh yeah, right, only birds. Where, what? Opal, what? Cake, where? Oh wait, no, that was you. Wait. Where is Opal? Are you here as well? Oh, he is. How do I keep losing track of you? Okay, there you go. Your cake done? You good? Alright, good. Okay, now we can end. Also, wait. Why you... Whose fucking eggs are these? Opal. Buddy. This is my turf. Oh wait, you're in my... Okay, never mind, you're in my thing. I'll allow it. As long as they're not permanent. Okay. Alright, cool. Anyway, yeah. We're not gonna do another nuke ending, so this will just be a hi and goodbye. So yeah, bye. See you next time. Oh, there I go. And I'm dead. Okay. Anyway, yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you Sunday, maybe, probably. I don't know. Who knows? Bye.